What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to another episode of P&Q, the question and answer series where you ask me questions or put comments to me and I respond to you the following month. Now this month, there's a little bit of a difference in that I've selected a question from a previous P&Q as well. This is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to, and it will help to bulk out the video as such. I go through previous P&Qs and I think that was a great question. It's got to be from a while ago, to see if my mind has changed or not on whatever question or comment it may have been. And I've got one today from 2 years ago, which I'm going to be asking. I've got an email as well, and I've got a few questions from last episode, so that's great. But that's just to let you know what's going on with that. So I'll start with the email, then I'll do the questions from last month, and then I'll come back and do the one from 2 years ago. Right, so my email, as you know, you can leave emails to me or comments down below. Email to miniwarzone@gmail.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. They will give you an anonymous response as always, and yeah, that's about it. And I'm being a bit cheeky today. I'm filming this off my phone. Forgive me. Sound quality might not be great, so I apologise for that. That is purely for time reasons. I'm trying to play a bit of catch up with what I'm doing here, and that will be apparent on other videos over the coming weeks. Yeah. Right. Anyway, starting off with the email, it says, "Hey Pete, as a fellow Ultramarines player, what would you think about a tyrannic war veterans army? I'm thinking of building one up. Hope things are going well on your end." That sounds amazing. A tyrannic war veterans army. Wow. I mean, pretty much every single one of your guys, your infantry at least, they could be heroes, couldn't they? You could do so much with that. You could put trophies on them, butter their armor up a bit. Yeah, there's so much. That is awesome. That sounds amazing. That sounds absolutely amazing, and I hope that you show something like that. If you're going to do that, that would be amazing. It really would. But yeah, tyrannic war veterans army. There's so much scope for that. I can also see like captured rippers or termagants that have been captured from the war, and they're using them to analyze, to try and get a more of a greater understanding about what makes them tick. And I don't know, you could put them somehow. Maybe you could put them in with your Ultramarines army. I don't know. That's amazing. Yeah, that's giving me a lot of images going through my head right now. Yeah, but initially, I mean, I would get my Ultramarines. I'd carefully damage all their armor, make them look really battle worn. I mean, they're veterans, so they're gonna have a lot of scrapes and dents and things in their armor. A lot of them may be missing their helmets. It's just, makes for the whole hero thing to be a bit that much easier to identify. Yeah, that sounds amazing, my friend. That really does. Good luck with that, and keep us updated on that. I would look forward to seeing something like that. If you're going to do it, please do. Right, on to the questions or comments left from last episode. Okay, so we'll start with Idic Beer 40k. It says, "Hi Pete, I know I watched the last episode, so I assume I just forgot to comment. Sorry about that." That's okay. Apart from Ralph, are there any other YouTubers within our community that you know of that live fairly close to you? And if so, do you have any collaborations coming up with them? No, I don't There is one that lives fairly near, and I can't remember his name now to save my life. And the other one, Alex Attempts Tabletop, used to live in Plymouth, and I used to bump into him occasionally. Bumped into him at Sainsbury's once when I was working there. But yeah, bumped into him in the local gaming store a couple of times. Now, sadly, no, I don't know of any others, and no, I don't have any collaborations coming up with them. So, yeah, but never say never, and who knows the future. I mean, I know of people into the hobby, obviously, that are near me and live down here. Maybe I should try and get them into YouTube so that they can become a YouTube presence. We could all benefit from their experiences then. If any of you guys are watching, by the way, that aren't on YouTube, but you do watch YouTube and you watch my channel, consider starting up a YouTube channel yourself. I mean, I'd be happy to help you get it off the ground if you're worried about that sort of thing. Right, next, and I'll come back to the one I selected at the end. Next is basic miniature painting. That was a great question, by the way. It says, hi Pete, great P&Q. Question, do you think, this is a good question, do you think your lack of Facebook group postings has affected your views? Please keep up the great work. Your friend, Justin. I'm just going to pop the heating on for a bit. Do I think my lack of Facebook group postings, or my whole lack of Facebook presence, do I think it affects my views? Yes, of course I do. It's bound to. It's inevitable. I do think that. However, I have to say, I mean, I've been off of Facebook for about 2 years now, I think. I haven't missed it at all. Not a bit. Yeah, I'm on Twitter and Instagram, but they're not as sensationalistic with the crap that goes on around every day as Facebook is, I find, from my point of view, from my perspective. So that's why I tend to stick with them. I mean, Facebook is a good tool. Yes, it is. And maybe in the future I may venture back onto it with tentative footsteps, I hasten to add. Maybe in the future I'll come back onto it. I don't know. But yes, the answer to the question is I definitely do think it affects my views. Because apart from, certain videos, my views are quite low. That's okay. The channel does what I want it to. It's essentially a way of me sharing my hobby experience with the world, and it's also a good way of documenting my work to myself if nobody else watches. Particularly like with miniatures and what paint schemes I use, and it's good to look back on. And when I think I'm at a plateau with painting, I'm never going to get any better than I am now. I just look back over my beginning videos and think, yeah, actually I've come a long way, and I'm probably still improving. So it's good for that. So yeah, but yeah, never say never. It might happen, it might not. I don't know. But like I say, I don't miss it at all. But that is a great question, really good question, and I appreciate you taking the time to ask that. That's good. Oh yeah. But I'm happy. My channel's coming along. It's picking up subscribers, which is good. Yeah. So. Some of them have got to watch my videos. Sometimes there's got to be someone else out there like me as well, which if I find a channel I've never seen before, I will oftentimes go to the very beginning of when they start and just see their journey from day one or whatever, and see where they go. I enjoy doing that because I can binge watch them without fear of ending up with no videos to watch. That'll never happen. Anyway, thanks for your question. That was a great question. Thank you, sir. Stephen Green is next. Hello, Stephen. Are you right there, sir? Says, hello, my friend. What was your worst hobbying mistake? Have you ever done something to a model accidentally that ended up being a blessing in disguise? I think my worst hobby mistake was trying to turn a rhino into a piece of scenery by destroying it with acetone. And yeah, it did give me a destroyed rhino, which was kind of what I wanted. Excuse me. Oh. But when I look back on it and think back on it, I would rather have kept it as a rhino. I mean, it was all painted up and everything, but you just do things like that sometimes to go crazy. It was right at the beginning of my hobby career, for want of a better word. Was it a blessing in disguise, though? The only blessing it could possibly be is that it's taught me never to do that again. I won't ever do that again. I would say that was my worst hobby mistake. Yeah. Because my wife was into doing nails at the time, and she had all the kit. Well, she still got it, but you know, all the acetone and everything. I just raided that. I hit my tank with that and sealed it up in a bang, and yes, it looked destroyed. I was like, yeah, looks like it's been blown up. Now I'm one rhino less. So yeah, it's part of the course when you're learning, I think. But yes, I would say the decision to do that was my worst hobby mistake, and the fact that it's taught me never to do that again is probably, I'm just trying to find a silver lining to this dark cloud. But yeah, destroying a rhino with acetone to try and make a cool piece of scenery, I think that was my worst hobby mistake. But it didn't. It's not really a blessing in disguise, I don't think. But you know, you draw your own conclusions from that, my friend. Great question, thank you, sir. That was good. Right, Starkey's Man Cave is next. He says, I worked for Sainsbury's too. About 10 years in the store. And mate, I hated code checking. Well, yes, I feel your pain there, buddy. Although that said, that would seem like a breeze at the moment, with the way things are. Right, if you was asked by GW to create a new army / faction that has never been done before, what would you come up with? Me, I'd have a terror resistance army that want to get rid of the Emperor and all he stands for. And it would be a ragtag army that's mixed human, alien, scavenged armour and vehicles, weapons. I reckon it would be great for skirmish games. Yes, I would have a similar thing, but it would be a like guns for hire, like bounty hunters type thing. Kind of like it'd be good for skirmish, I think, but yeah, to have a more organised organisation for them, that would be kind of cool. Kind of like the Mandalorians in Star Wars. It'd be similar to that, I guess. And yes, they could incorporate alien races, scavenged armour and vehicles, like you say, for your idea. And I think that would be great for skirmish games too. Yeah, I think so. You could always invent, not invent, but you could always come up with a new alien race, just totally different. You could, and you could have like reptilian, like aliens or something of that nature, or a zombie like race that baffles even chaos, and like Necron alike, you know. Yeah, but I think a bounty hunter type deal would kind of float my boat, I think. Definitely. Thank you for your question. Great question. Right. the last question from the last episode goes like this, and it comes from William Kuby. He says, well, yes, treat the peanut gallery, the dogs. Yes, you let the dogs out. Okay, stuff out the way. Question: why not a tour of the new job? Do you really have hot dogs in foot-long glass jars? See some vid, but can't believe it. Is the job like Walmart here in the US? I'd love to do a tour of the new job. It would have to, but the only problem with that would be, it'd have to be covert, kind of undercover almost. So yeah, you're not even allowed your phone on you when you're working in an Asda. So it would be difficult. It's not impossible, but I think the risks wouldn't really outweigh the benefits for that. So I probably won't do that. Hold on.
Just give us a quick bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Cheerio.
Have a good day.
Have a good shift. That was my daughter. She's leaving to go to work. I might even edit that bit out. So if I do, you will know what I'm talking about. Right. Yes, I think the risks would outweigh the benefits, and that's why I probably won't do that. Especially with these kind of crazy days that we're experiencing right now. As for hot dogs in foot-long glasses, boom. Take a look at that. Is that what you mean? I think, yeah, I think I've always remembered them being sold this way, but they also sell them in tins as well. But yeah, anyway. Yes, so, and as for the job being like Walmart in the USA, I guess it is, but I'm not entirely certain. It may be, being that they're kind of the same company, aren't they, or more or less. So I don't know, but then I don't know the American culture. How is retail in America compared to the UK? I don't know. Customer and supply and demand mentality. I don't know about that sort of stuff, so I can't really comment on that. But yeah, anyway, that's that. So now, last but not least, I go back to the question I was asked 2 years ago. It was asked on P&Q 160, the episode 160, and the question comes from Millennium Falcon. What a great name. I mean, I think that's what caught my eye. Millennium Falcon. It says, what is your favourite non-GW game and models? And I can't remember what I answered for that question. But I do know what it is now. It may be the same, it may not. But my favourite non-GW game and models is Zombicide. Pure and simple. And any and all of its additions, Zombicide, definitely, no question about it. So yeah, I just love Zombicide. It's my favourite miniature board game, bar none. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. If it didn't have the co-op feature, it would still rank quite highly, but the co-op feature is really what makes it, and the solo as well, solo game mechanic. It means I can just play it whenever and however I want to. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Zombicide. So that's that, and that brings me to the end of another P&Q. Well, I would like to take this opportunity, people, to say I hope you're all doing well. Stay fit and healthy. I hope you're looking after yourselves. Like I say, these are crazy times we're living at the moment. But just stay calm, chill out, and find the positives. Oh. Yeah, so, yeah. And I'll see you on another video. But before I go, all that remains is for me to say, remember, all brushes lead to war, my friends. Bye, folks. Bye-bye.